click to share on WhatsApp, opens in new window, click to share on Facebook, opens in new window, click to share on Twitter, opens in new window. The new Premier League season is very, very close. Arsenal get things going against Leicester on Friday, which means hundreds of thousands of fantasy football managers will be applying the finishing touches to their teams ahead of the new campaign. It's been a long, hard summer, and we've spent a good majority of it balancing our fantasy football team with the perfect attack, a midfield that boasts assists and a defense that can grab a goal or two. But have you considered the players who are renowned for bringing home those sweet bonus points via the Starma rating? Luckily, we found the 5 stars who won the most Man of the Match awards last season. With 348 points, Sanchez was Dream Team's highest points scorer by some distance last season. Despite Arsenal's failings, the Chilean forward notched a whopping 30 goals and 15 assists in 51 appearances in all competitions, and if that wasn't enough, he was rated Starman more times than anyone else. But despite his unrivaled success last season, less than 15% of fantasy football managers have selected the Arsenal talisman so far. The Chelsea man pipped Christian Eriksen, more on him later, as Dream Team's highest points-scoring midfielder last season, with a final tally of 252 points. 16 goals in the Premier League, coupled with a WhoScored rating of 7.81, meant the Belgium was a favourite on the game last season. But can he keep up the momentum? Say what you want about the former most expensive player in the world, Pogba had a statistically sound first season back in England. He was Manchester United's best points scorer by some distance, with 236 points, while he was on par with Hazard in terms of Starman awards. We predict an even bigger season for the Frenchman this season, as he links up with his good mate Romelu Lukaku. Liverpool's main man missed nearly 2 months slap bang in the middle of last season after picking up a nasty ankle injury, but that didn't stop him picking up 11 Starman awards, on his way to scoring 201 points on Dream Team. The Brazilian magician finished the season as Liverpool's top scorer with 14 Premier League goals and fired 7 goals in his last 8 games. If the Red managed to keep hold of him beyond this summer, he could be well worth a place in your team. Spurs were jam-packed with Dream Team heroes last season, with Harry Kane, Dele Alli and Jan Vertonghen all scoring bucket loads of points for the managers who picked them. But the man everyone should be aiming to include in their team this season is Eriksen. The Great Dane was Tottenham's creative hub last season, nearly inspiring his side to a surprise first title. It wasn't to be, but there's no doubt that the midfielder will be key to Spurs' upcoming campaign. The setup for Dream Team is quite simple. As a manager you get a budget of £50 million to spend on your team of 11 players. Game weeks will run from Friday to Thursday this season and you'll be allowed to transfer out players who have already played in that game week. Each manager gets a maximum of 3 transfers a month, so it's important to pay attention to upcoming fixtures. And if the incentive of beating your mates in our mini-league system isn't enough, there's a whopping £750,000 prize pot at stake too. Team names have become almost as important as picking winning sides in recent years, with the punnier the better the general consensus. So whether it's Giroud Sandstorm, Neville Wears Prada or Teenage Mutant Ninja Skirtle, check out our foolproof list to help you decide. You can stay up to date with all the latest fantasy football news with our Fantasy Football Live blog and sign up to Dream Team for next season below.